come here say, we came to Israel and we left from Palestine.
Wait, is
the
there a
non-Jewish
TOS in
community
this?
does not understand our obsession with Israel.
I went to a Jewish day school.
Summer camp, organized trips to Israel.
You want to go to Israel too? Yeah! We want to go! We want to go!
Israeli soldiers, they're hot, they're awesome, they're strong.
We actually have had quite a few of our former students join the IDF. And these are kids, these are 18, 19-year-olds. Amazing.
I told my parents I don't even need to apply to college. I'm gonna just join the Israeli military.
10% of my graduating class joined the Israeli army.
We were deployed to the West Bank.
I don't think I realized the extent to which what I would come to see on the ground would really shock me and horrify me.
When people look at the West Bank today,
I never know. Anytime I see like Israeli military operations, I have to fucking click away automatically because it's gonna be some of the most horrifying shit you've ever seen in your life. Okay, is there a TOS in this fucking in this trailer?
and say this is an apartheid system, it's not just throwing out a word.
Palestinians live in.
By the way, thank you, Calm Like Tom, for the 20 gifted subs, allowing 20 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. I keep forgetting to fucking do the 3-minute ad break today because I've been so hyper-focused on coverage, some of which has been very serious and very critical. So, but thank you. What is this? Important question. Do you think Serbia will start another war in Balkan with the situation happening in Kosovo right now? Dude, I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. I hope not. This couldn't be more true. I was told in second grade by my religious school teacher that Palestinians were terrorist dogs who deserved to be wiped off from the face of the earth. The kind of intense indoctrination worked on me. Luckily, I saw the light eventually, but it's super effective on the youth. Yeah, I know. Espada Trez 3, thank you for the 10 gift the subs. I think one of the most cynical aspects of this is that there is a real, understandable fear that every Jewish person has because of Jewish history, of pogroms, of constantly being, from all the way from the original sin to constantly be like the bad guys in every fucking story. So there is a very real fear that every Jewish person has. At least this is what I feel like I've experienced. Like I've noticed from all of my Jewish friends, and many of which are normies and don't even have like many of which are normies and do actually want to defend Israel unconditionally. So I feel like that very real fear that exists to this day, and like I guess the generational trauma, right, is kind of weaponized to prop up this apartheid state, to be like, dude, they came for you World War II, they came for you in the pogroms, like, you need to have a strong military presence, and you need to have a Jewish nation state, and like, don't look at what the fuck we're doing there, by the way, but from afar, support it, okay? Why don't you do a fundraiser for Palestine for reputable people like this org? The PCRF, fear not, I'm working on it. It's not just the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, but there is another fund that is the British one. Fuck, what is it called? Am I wrong for thinking Hamas shot themselves in the foot with some of their actions? Bro, what do you... Yes, you are wrong. Gaza Medical Aid. Yes. Anyway, listen. Here's why you're wrong, okay? Here's why you're wrong. It doesn't fucking matter what they do. Okay? It doesn't fucking matter what they do. The Israeli state has been violent and brutal and oppressive to Palestinians, regardless of whether fucking Hamas or any Palestinian pushes back or not. Okay? And that violence is a constant. This is the final Hail Mary. You know what I mean? Like if Hamas is like shooting the Palestinians in the foot, Israel is shooting them in the head. You know? There's nothing. Like the international opinion of Hamas does not change the the everyday existence for Palestinians who are brutalized by the Israeli occupation. And I use the example of the West Bank. The reason why I use the example of the West Bank is because they're not Hamas affiliated, right? They're supposed to be living reasonably and comfortably, and yet they are still occupied by Israel, and Israel is fucking ruining their lives, and they're getting fucked every goddamn day. So what happened? They're the perfect victims, right? They sit back, and they get brutalized every fucking day. So where is your support? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. Israel is going to do whatever the fuck it wants. The New Jersey Devils hockey team just made an official statement. Yeah, the Miami Heat did too, which is pretty funny. Judging by some of the clips going around here, the number of Israelis killed, wounded by friendly fire must be huge. Yeah, there is a lot of... The Middle East Observer is saying the Hebrew media claims that there is chaos in the Gaza cover. Injuries and accidental killers are increasing as the settlers refuse to stop for their army, thinking that they are Hamas members disguised in Israeli army uniforms, and the army responds with fire from the settlers who refuse order to stop because they believe the settlers are Palestinians. I said this already. This is like a huge problem. This is a fucking huge problem because now you can't do fucking checkpoints and see who's Palestinian and who's Israeli. And guess what? They all fucking look the same. Anyone who tells you that Israelis and Palestinians look different from one another is wrong, okay? As a matter of fact, they look the same so much that there was a very long period in time where the Israeli, the Arab Jews were literally discriminated against. Like, historically discriminated against by a Jew of a higher class, who then turned around and became the most militant faction, like Ben Gvir. Palestinians are brown. Bitch, what do you think Israelis look like? I'm not talking about fucking a dude from the Bronx, okay? I'm talking like Arab Jews. Like, what do you think they look like? They are fucking Semitic people. They're Semites. Huh. He said it because he was making an example of historic scapegoating that the fucking Nazis used. You literally said base Nazi propaganda, you fucking dumbass. What are you talking about? You are absolutely correct. Generational drama runs so deep, and I struggle with its effects every day. Jews are hypervigilant. Unfortunately, Israeli Jews in powers hypervigilism can be weaponized. Oh, I don't know what you were talking about. I don't know what this is for. So... HasanAbi, they look like Jesus who had blonde hair and blue eyes. I mean, there are obviously like Slav Jews. There's some controversy to the Israeli nation state's interest in like beefing up their white Jewish population. That is also a completely separate point of contention and has also caused a lot of issues in Israel as well. Because, like, remember, Israel is not a fucking monolith. They might have a monolithic approach to, like, the maintenance of the apartheid state, but even then they don't have that because there's plenty of people who don't want that. So, okay, but Israel's population isn't mainly Arab Jews, it's Ashkenazi. Yeah, well, you know, Israel is supposed to be a nation state for all Jews, right? Except for Ethiopian Jews, maybe? I don't know. Where did you get this all of Israel is Ashkenazi number? Anyway. Funny thing is a Mizrahi Jew whose dad is from Syria. There's a bunch of Mizrahi Jews in Turkey. Yeah, here. This is what I was gonna. Whoa! Fuck! Jesus Christ! Okay, luckily nothing happened. Holy shit. I was worried. Fucking... No, the person falls before anything is shown anyway, but 7 IDF soldiers were killed by firing at each other at the Lebanese border thinking they were fighting Hezbollah units. As of 2005, 61% of Israeli Jews were of full or partial Mizrahi ancestry. So that is happening. Last night, 2 elite units killed each other. Because, again, a lot of Jews in Israel and a lot of Palestinians look pretty fucking similar. The only difference is one is speaking Hebrew and the other speaking Arabic, but they also know each other's languages. So if you don't have a constant surveillance apparatus ensuring that like the people allowed inside are properly accredited and have passports and shit, all of a sudden you reach bedlam. It's a more unique situation than even the apartheid in South Africa. Do you understand? Because in the apartheid in South Africa, well, you know who's fucking black, right? They even had like really gross, disgusting fucking tests to figure out exactly how black someone is. You know, they had the pencil test. For those of you who don't know, they would take a pencil and they would shove it in the hair of a person. And if it stuck in their hair, they were like, okay, you're black. You at least have some level of black in you in order to oppress them more correctly, because there were people who were race mixing, which is illegal. So, like the passbook in South Africa, but even harder to tell, obviously. Exactly. Like racism, ironically, requires a lot of effort, okay? You can have like a racist white supremacist government run on autopilot like the United States of America, but if you want to be like extra racist and have the maintenance of an apartheid state, when you push it further, when you push that racism so much further that like you have to legislate it, that shit is hard, bro. That's not easy. You can't be fucking racist 100% of the time. Sometimes you're like, damn, bro. Maybe the fucking Palestinian dude's got some good-ass food. You know what I mean? It's like hard. You have to keep it up. You have to keep it up all the time. The maintenance of a racist state is difficult, just like the maintenance of racism 100% of the time is difficult. Okay? And you have to figure out how to be correctly racist. So that's the point. It's very difficult for them to figure out who the fuck is Palestinian and who's Hamas and who's just like a regular settler, because as you saw in the video I showed you earlier of the settler bullying the shit out of the Arab dude, how are you going to know that dude is not Hamas? He's in fucking flip-flops with a goddamn AR-15. Is he Hamas or is he a settler? Have fun. Have fun figuring that out.
Day in, day out, without experiencing a day of freedom.
You see what non-democracy looks like.
What we've been told is that the only way that Jews can be safe is if Palestinians are not safe. The more I learned about that, the more I came to see that as a lie.
Within the Jewish community,
the goat. Well, the AR-15 throws it off? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They have the same guns. What the fuck are they supposed? How are you know? How do you know who's a Jewish settler from fucking Brooklyn and who is actually coming across the border? Even if this map shows many areas of Israel are still Arab. Yeah. There's the Palestinian Arab Muslims that are under Israeli, living inside of Israeli territory that experience a shit ton of oppression as well. You have Syrian Arab Muslims. You have Syrian Arab Druze. You have, this is it's not just Jewish Israelis. We call them the 48 Arabs. Yeah, the ones that were able to get Israeli citizenship. They never repeated that again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they were like a one-off. How many atheists are in Israel? Oh my God, atheists, shut the fuck up. What is this? I am old enough to remember 2001 when many adults advocated nonviolence after the police murdered Timothy Thomas in Cincinnati, almost all of whom turned to believers of the transformative power of overwhelming violence that September when hijackers destroyed the Twin Towers. The world would be better off if it had more actual committed principled pacifists. But I suggest that what we have instead are mostly people who believe that violence is only the legitimate province of some people and what is morally required of everyone else is submission. The special pleading for the violence of states while insisting on nonviolence as a categorical principle is most certainly a moral stance. But not one on violence itself so much as it is at bottom a commitment to the moral perspective that underlies apartheid to begin with. We, the elect, live in a special moral universe, and among the many things that we do not owe you down there, alongside housing, water, and freedom of movement and safety, is justification. Whatever this perspective is, it is not nonviolent in any sense that matters. Okay, you sent me the... Yeah, the idea that the oppressed should sit back and take it so that we in the Western world can have a more favorable position towards them and can like defend them in a justifiable manner is demonstrably false because they have been taking it. They've been taking it nonstop since the inception of the Israeli state. Okay? And some of you motherfuckers only recently woke up to that reality, and even then it never stopped. Like, that didn't stop the Israeli state from being violent, okay?
There's been a striking change.
They're really angry at the way they were indoctrinated, justifiably so.
When we talk about we're losing the kids, we lost them. I think they're a little super naive.
Anytime you cut against the grain, you're going to catch hell.
You are a self-loathing Jew. Go kill yourself. An anti-Semitic Jew.
The way that we talk about anti-Semitism isn't about protecting Jews, it's about protecting Israel. How dangerous is that?
Yep.
They will do anything to preserve unconditional support for Israel.
The great irony is that there actually is resurgent anti-Semitism.
Jews will not replace us!
History is not going to judge us kindly.
I've seen so many libs and anarchists say the Palestinians should just do mutual aid and buy stuff. Yes, anarchists are unserious people. And liberals are even more unserious, okay? Stop. Stop telling me what anarchists and liberals are saying. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.